In year 2020, Crunchyroll went ahead and adapted three webtoon series into anime. Some were satisfied and many were not. But for me, it opened up the world of webtoons and Korean manga. And so today, we have decided to review one of those webtoon series that goes by the name of Noblesse. For the review, we will be taking manga as the base as it is already finished in year 2019. Along the way, we would discuss some minor differences in manga and anime, and like always, everything without any spoilers. I am Theo, and let's get started. Noblesse follows Claudius Etrame the Riser, or also referred to as Rei, who is said to be the most powerful noble. Due to some turns of events, he has been asleep for 820 years with no knowledge of mankind's advancement and scientific success. At the start of the manga, unlike anime, Rei wakes up in an abandoned building in South Korea and starts to get used to the modern world. He goes to a school where he reunites with his loyal servant Frankenstein. With Frankenstein's help, Rei enrolls into high school and inadvertently befriends Shinwoo, Ikhan and Yuna. Rei and his groups has to tackle to the unknown organization named as Union, who tries to overtake the world. Now the major difference in manga and anime are the starting point. The anime starts off at the second season of the manga. Manga's first season is actually quite hilarious. It features the most dreadful anime of an immortal person who has been in his slumber for hundreds of years. That is, technology. To summarize the first season of the manga, it's basically Rei versus technology. From opening the doors to playing computer games, Rei has zero knowledge in the field of human technology and thus strives to survive in this cruel world. The second noticeable difference in the manga and anime are the names. As the Noblesse has a Korean origin, it is obvious to have Korean names, but in anime, the names has been changed into a Japanese version. For example, Han Shinwoo is Yusuke Tashihiro in anime, and similarly Yo Ikhan is Manabu Kase. As the plot of Noblesse progresses, many characters around take place and we come across the world of nobles and werewolves. Noblesse has a pretty decent plot. There were some issues regarding the ending of the manga, saying that it wasn't satisfactory enough, but according to me, the ending was inevitable and was decided from the start of the manga. Regarding the antagonist, for most of the time it was the organization Union, but in the end it all condensed to the same old Dr. Crumble, who created M21 and M24. Overall, Noblesse was a good read. It had all the elements of comedy, action and adventure. Noblesse has a total of 544 plus 1 epilogue chapters. Now, the story had ended in chapter 544. It had the writer's note at the end, thanking everyone and for supporting them, and other stuff that usually writers and creators do. But in the epilogue chapter, everything turns around, leaving at a major cliffhanger. Now, the writers clearly stated that it was the end, so I don't think they would pick up the series again. Even though the story was complete, we are still left with unknowns of Rei's past, like who was his parents, who was the previous Noblesse, how does the selection procedure of Noblesse take place, and little bit here and there. I totally wish the writer would launch some side stories or spin-offs featuring these points. Well fellas, this is all for today. If you like the video even a little bit, then do leave a like. And I know very well that I need to improve in a lot of areas, but then to leave down your thoughts in the comment section so that I can see how terrible am I. Thank you and stay tuned.